Do you ever wake up feeling more tired than when you went to sleep? Even after a full night in bed, it's a frustrating experience, isn't it? Many of us, especially as we journey through our 70s and beyond, often find ourselves battling persistent fatigue, a foggy mind, or just a general sense of unease that seems to linger no matter how much we try to rest. What if I told you that some of the most common things we do every night, without even thinking, are actually working against our health, quietly eroding our well-being and stealing our vitality while we sleep? These aren't grand, obvious mistakes, but subtle bedtime habits that, over time, can really take a toll. In this video, we're going to uncover 6 such habits that might be silently undermining your health and, more importantly, we'll talk about simple, gentle shifts you can make to reclaim your energy, sharpen your mind, and truly enjoy your golden years. Make sure you stay with me until the very end, because I've got something surprising that could truly change how you approach your evenings. So, let's dive right into the first habit, one that many of us are guilty of without even realizing the profound impact it has on our bodies as we age. This first silent destroyer of health is late-night eating or consuming heavy meals too close to bedtime. Think about it. Your digestive system is like a busy factory during the day, processing all the food you eat. But as night approaches, this factory needs to slow down to prepare for a period of rest and repair. When we eat a big meal, or even just a substantial snack, right before we go to sleep, we're forcing that factory to stay in overdrive. Instead of focusing on cellular repair and deep, restorative sleep, your body is churning away, trying to digest a heavy load of food. This can lead to all sorts of uncomfortable issues like heartburn, indigestion, and acid reflux, which can wake you up or prevent you from getting into a deep sleep cycle in the first place. Beyond the immediate discomfort, consistent late-night eating can also impact your blood sugar regulation, making it harder for your body to manage energy levels effectively, and it can even contribute to weight gain. Our metabolism naturally slows down as we age, becoming less efficient at processing food, making this habit even more detrimental after 70. The simple, actionable step here is to aim to finish your main meal at least 3 to 4 hours before you plan to go to bed. If you find yourself hungry later in the evening, opt for something very light and easy to digest, perhaps a small handful of plain almonds, a piece of fruit like half a banana, or a slice of whole grain toast. Avoid anything rich, fatty, or spicy, as these are the hardest for your body to break down at night. Imagine trying to run a marathon right before you go to sleep. Your body would be exhausted and stimulated. Eating a heavy meal is a similar kind of marathon for your digestive system. Moving on from our plates, let's talk about the glow that often fills our bedrooms: excessive screen time before bed. This includes your phone, tablet, computer, and even that bright television screen you might be watching right up until you close your eyes. These devices emit what's called blue light, which is particularly problematic for our sleep. Blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, even when it's dark outside. This suppression of melatonin, your body's natural sleep hormone, is incredibly disruptive. Melatonin is what signals to your body that it's time to wind down and prepare for sleep. And when its production is inhibited, falling asleep becomes a struggle. Even if you do drift off, the quality of your sleep, particularly the deep, restorative stages, can be significantly reduced. But it's not just the blue light, it's also the mental stimulation. Scrolling through social media, catching up on the news, or watching an exciting show keeps your mind active and engaged, making it nearly impossible for your brain to switch off and relax when you finally put the device down. Your mind remains stimulated, buzzing with information, rather than gently transitioning into a state of calm. The actionable step here is to create a digital sunset in your home. Aim to put away all screens at least 1 to 2 hours before your bedtime. Instead, Fill that time with calming activities, read a physical book or magazine. Listen to a relaxing podcast or some soothing music. Engage in a quiet conversation with a loved one. Or try some gentle stretching. Dimming the lights in your home during the evening can also signal to your body that night is approaching, helping to naturally boost melatonin production. Think of it like this: if you were trying to calm a child down for bed, you wouldn't let them play a high-energy video game right before lights out, would you? Your own brain needs that same gentle wind down. And that brings us to our third silent health destroyer, an irregular sleep schedule. Your body thrives on routine. And nowhere is this more evident than with your circadian rhythm, which is your internal biological clock dictating your sleep-wake cycle. When you go to bed and wake up at different times each day, even on weekends, you're sending mixed signals to this internal clock. One day you might sleep in. The next you're up at dawn. This inconsistency can lead to fragmented sleep, where you wake up frequently throughout the night, and it can result in persistent daytime fatigue, making you feel sluggish and less alert. Over time, an irregular sleep schedule can even impact your cognitive function, memory, and overall mood. After 70, our bodies become even more sensitive to these disruptions, and our internal clock can be less flexible. The actionable step for this habit is to establish a consistent bedtime and wake-up time, and stick to it as much as possible, even on days you don't have to be anywhere. This helps to program your body for optimal sleep and wakefulness, reinforcing that crucial circadian rhythm. If you do need to adjust your schedule, try to do it gradually, perhaps shifting by 15-minute increments each night until you reach your new desired time. Picture your internal clock as a finely tuned instrument. If you keep tinkering with its settings haphazardly, it will never play in perfect harmony. A consistent sleep schedule allows it to sing its best tune, leading to more restful nights and more energized days. Now that we've explored the significant impact of late-night eating, screen time, and an irregular sleep schedule, let's turn our attention to the next set of habits that might be silently undermining your well-being. Our journey continues with the fourth habit that subtly chips away at your health after 70, the lack of a pre-sleep wind-down routine. In our fast-paced world, it's common to go from being incredibly busy and stimulated straight to bed, expecting our bodies and minds to instantly switch off like a light. But our brains, especially as we age, don't work that way. They need a period of gradual deceleration to transition from active wakefulness to a state ready for deep, restorative sleep. If you're mentally engaged, watching an exciting show, or even just rushing around completing tasks right up until you lie down, your brain is still operating at a high level. It's like trying to slam on the brakes from a high speed. It's jarring and inefficient. This abrupt transition can make falling asleep difficult. And even if you do drift off, the quality of your sleep might suffer because your nervous system hasn't had a chance to calm down. As we get older, our natural sleep rhythms can shift, and we might become more sensitive to sudden changes, making a wind-down routine even more critical. The actionable step here is to design a relaxing bedtime routine that you genuinely enjoy and that signals to your body that it's time to prepare for rest. This doesn't have to be complicated. It could involve taking a warm bath or a gentle shower, which helps lower your body temperature slightly afterwards. Promoting sleep. You might listen to calming music, read a comforting physical book, not on a screen, of course, or practice some light stretching or gentle yoga poses. Simple meditation or deep breathing exercises can also be incredibly effective for calming the mind. Aim for 30 to 60 minutes of this dedicated wind-down time each night. Think of it like preparing a child for bed. You wouldn't expect them to go from playing high-energy games straight to sleep. You dim the lights, read a story, perhaps give them a warm drink. Your adult body needs a similar, gentle transition to signal that it's time to quiet down and recharge. This leads us directly to our fifth quiet health destroyer, not adequately addressing pain or discomfort before bed. Many people over the age of 70 live with some level of chronic pain, whether it's arthritis, nagging back pain, restless legs, or other aches and stiffness. While it might be tempting to just tough it out and hope the pain subsides once you're lying down, trying to sleep through discomfort is a battle your body often loses. The pain sends constant signals to your nervous system, keeping it subtly alert and preventing you from entering the deeper, more restorative stages of sleep. Even if you don't consciously wake up, your sleep can be fragmented and less effective. This creates a vicious cycle. Pain leads to poor sleep, and poor sleep can actually lower your pain threshold, making the pain feel even worse. This cycle can severely impact your quality of life, affecting your mood, energy, and ability to participate in daily activities. The actionable steps for this habit begin with open communication with your doctor. Don't hesitate to discuss any chronic pain you're experiencing, as there might be management strategies, exercises, or medications that can significantly improve your comfort. Before bed, consider applying a warm compress or a soothing, non-medicinal cream to an aching joint. Gentle stretches recommended by a physical therapist can also help ease stiffness. Pay attention to your sleep environment. Ensure your mattress and pillows provide adequate support for your body, as a poor sleeping surface can exacerbate existing pain. Sometimes, even a slight adjustment in your sleeping position can make a world of difference. For example, if you have lower back pain, placing a pillow between your knees if you sleep on your side, or under your knees if you sleep on your back, can often provide relief. Imagine trying to relax while a tiny pebble is constantly pressing into your shoe. You can't truly find comfort or rest until that irritation is dealt with. Pain works similarly, constantly sending signals that prevent your body from fully letting go and entering a state of repair. And finally, we come to the sixth bedtime habit that can quietly disrupt your health: ignoring hydration needs, or, conversely, overhydrating too late in the evening. Hydration is absolutely crucial for every single bodily function, from brain health to joint lubrication, and this includes during sleep. Being mildly dehydrated can lead to uncomfortable symptoms like a dry mouth, muscle cramps, and even headaches, all of which can easily disrupt your sleep. However, on the flip side, drinking too much liquid right before bed can lead to frequent trips to the bathroom during the night, known as nocturia. These repeated awakenings fragment your sleep cycle, preventing you from getting the continuous, deep sleep your body needs. It's a delicate balance to strike. As we age, our thirst mechanism can sometimes become less reliable, meaning we might not feel thirsty even when our bodies are beginning to be dehydrated. The actionable steps for managing hydration involve focusing on consistent fluid intake throughout the day. Make sure you're drinking enough water during your waking hours, perhaps by keeping a water bottle nearby and sipping regularly. Aim to consume most of your fluids before early evening. Then, gradually taper off your fluid intake about 2 to 3 hours before your planned bedtime, especially if you find yourself waking up frequently to use the restroom. If you wake up during the night with a dry mouth, a small sip of water from a glass you keep by your bedside is fine, but avoid drinking large quantities. Think of your body like a plant. If it's too dry, it will wilt and struggle. If it's overwatered and waterlogged, its roots can suffer. Similarly, your body needs just the right amount of fluid at the right times to function optimally, including during the crucial hours of nighttime rest. So, we've talked about how late-night feasting can disrupt your digestion and sleep, how the pervasive blue glow of screens can hijack your natural sleep hormones, and how an inconsistent bedtime can throw your body's internal clock into disarray. We also delved into the importance of a gentle wind-down routine to signal to your body it's time to rest, the critical need to address any lingering aches and pains before you try to sleep, and the delicate balance of staying hydrated without overdoing it right before bed. It might sound like a lot to consider, but here's the beautiful truth: each of these habits, though powerful in their impact, are also within your power to change. Even small, Consistent adjustments can lead to truly remarkable improvements in how you feel each morning, how sharp your mind is throughout the day, and how much energy you have to enjoy life's simple pleasures. Remember, you're not trying to achieve perfection overnight. It's about taking one gentle step at a time, finding what works best for your unique rhythm and needs. Imagine waking up feeling refreshed, truly rested, with a clear head and a sense of calm that carries you through the day. Think about the joy of having enough energy to pursue your hobbies with enthusiasm, to spend quality time with loved ones without feeling perpetually drained, or simply to enjoy a quiet afternoon without battling an overwhelming urge to nap. These aren't just dreams, they're very real possibilities when you start treating your evenings as a sacred time for preparation and rest. Your body and mind have been working hard for decades, accumulating a lifetime of experiences and wisdom, and they absolutely deserve this dedicated time to rejuvenate and repair. Investing in better sleep is one of the most profound acts of self-care you can practice, especially as you navigate the beautiful and evolving journey of your later years. It's not about being perfect, but about being mindful and kind to yourself. I'd truly love to hear from you. Have you found certain bedtime habits particularly challenging to change? Or perhaps discovered a simple tip or trick that has transformed your own sleep? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your insights and wisdom could be exactly what someone else needs to hear to make a positive change in their own life. If this video has offered you some useful ideas or resonated with you in any way, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up. It truly helps our channel reach more people who could benefit from this important information. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel. We're dedicated to bringing you more practical advice, gentle reminders, and inspiring content to help you live your healthiest, happiest, and most fulfilling life at every age. Remember, every new day is an opportunity to make choices that nourish your body and spirit. Embrace the wisdom of your years. Listen to what your body is telling you, and make those small, intentional adjustments that lead to a brighter, more energetic tomorrow. You deserve to feel your best. Live your best life at every age.